Oh, that was the dumbest thing I've ever done. My dumbest thing I ever done, I mean, not even near. Fuck, that sucked. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Smokable cocaine. Yo, what's going on? Bella Kush powder. What's going on? Would Kush powder just be Keef? Would it be Keef? It's got to be what that is, right? What's up? Anyway, just wrecked my fucking head. My t-shirt design is all rolling up here. Good God. What the hell? You want to see what I did, though? I don't know if you would be able to read it like that. There you go. I guess it would read this way. But when it's on the shirt, it won't read that way. But they got their hand in the tookie jar. Right in the tookie jar. Yes, I am. I'm doing well. Going to get some food. You? Yo. Not much. Just started a fire out here in the building. It's a little bit chilly out this morning. I am also just wearing fucking shorts, though, and a windbreaker, so maybe that's my fault. But I do have a little fire going in here right now. That's pretty nice. Smell a little nice in here. A little warm going there, you know? Let me make sure I go to all chat here. Whoa, I see now where I can add people during the stream. Yeah, cool. We have to be doing that at some point. I had to send somebody a link. I don't know what I did to the end of my nose right there, but it hurts. Ow. Luigi scratched my nose the other day, too, right on the other side. That sucker. What's adding people? Like, to stream. Like, I could send you an invite on Discord, and you could click that link, and then you could come on live with me. Apparently. Allegedly. Allegedly. I smell the stove. I mean, it's not hot enough yet. It's definitely not hot enough yet. Just started that sucker. I got to get some more wood, but I have some pallets outside to be burning, though. Also, there's a dead hummingbird up there, and I don't know if you guys have ever seen a dead hummingbird, but it's kind of creepy. Kind of really creepy. I'll spit on it if you give me a thumbs up. That's the only way I'm doing it. Like, can you force people to play your live stream? No, because they'd still have to click the link and like go to it. I do know that smell you're talking about, though. It's kind of like an irony smell. It is a good smell. It's almost like the smell when the giant kettle of water that I'd have on the stove when I was a kid would like eventually evaporate all away, and it would just be the like heavy minerals and stuff in the thing. So whatever minerals I got in my spit, which aren't very many. Freaking allergies be cooked though, dude. What's going on anyway, Black Cloud 45 AK? Okay, try spill pee. Nah, I don't know if there's any pee in here, honestly. Hopefully not. I did pee outside off the porch earlier. I gotta go chop up the frickin' pallets I got outside. I also got some pegboard that I gotta bring in, but I don't know where I'm gonna put it. Probably up against these walls. I gotta move the RV out here today too, so I can put this fucking mattress and shit in there. Not even my mattress, but we gotta do something with it because I'm sick of that sucker being there. Oh, I started on my bunny rabbit. So that's all I've gotten so far. But I think the ears came out all right. Man has been given all to decide the outcome of his life. Jesus died for our sins so we may repent. And yeah, I appreciate that. What's wrong with your hair, big boy? Right now, what's wrong with my hair? I got some locks in it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a little bit frizzy. I had it up all night, and then I just let it down, and now it looks a little fucking heinous. Like I have like a lumpy head. Carini had a lump on his head. Get a little fish Carini going on in here. There, let's see if this actually fucking works this time. Ultimately landing him a major spotlight with a verse on Tupac's 2006 posthumous album, Tupac's Life. It featured with Young Dre in 2007. I think I got the Spruce and Ledge website set up a bit better now, so that it I should be able to link it. Like I should be able to put the products on there, and then it should link to my Shopify page. I just sub big boy, heck yeah, friend. The biggest boy in the chat right there. At to type to read convert to. Hello, I come in peace. I know you come in peace. You also come in wanting to see me spit on the stove. But you know, are you in the mountains? No, I'm kind of in the woods of Maine. Like, I'm not super in the mountains. Still no takers on the fucking T-Rex squirrel feeder. We gotta make sure we lift it up off the ground a little bit. Yo, not you. What's going on, friend? Make sure you hit me the little thumbs up on your way in here. We're just getting an early start to the morning. Been kind of a slow week, not gonna lie. Yo, what's going on, based red pilled? The kid asked his dad, you get that DNA test back? And the dad said, you can call me Dave. Wrecked? That's also awful. I want the best for you, which is not burn in hell. I mean, I don't think I am gonna burn in hell for eternity, my friend. I'm just gonna throw it out there. I don't think that if I think me choosing not to repent because I think that I can follow my actions and my decisions that would make me a morally good person. Like I don't know why you would want me to have to repent, right? Like if if all of this did happen, then even if I don't repent, then I should still be able to get into the kingdom of heaven, right? Like I just don't subscribe to that right now. I'm very agnostic. I'm not gonna say that you're wrong, but I'm just gonna say that like maybe I believe in something else, you know? I know, not you. Kind of sad. The fucking squirrel feeder, but like I said, we'll pick it up a little bit. Kelly put some more bird seed out there for me. I can hear it, and I mean, bro, I'm literally trying to burn in hell right now. I'm fucking cold, brother. She chilly, and I'm not like we all have sinned and fall short of the glory, and yeah, and that's fine. No matter what I do, then I'm gonna fall short of the glory of God. So I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing and living the life that I want to lead. And I'm going to keep being kind to people. And I'm going to keep doing what I can for who I can when I can. And as long as I keep doing that, I feel like I'll probably be all right. Just a thought. I mean, that's what my beliefs are. Squirrely. That's what I'm thinking about. Today's hair. Yeah, my hair is a little bit. You look like you did too much DMT. No, Joe Rogan did too much DMT. Like he got enlightened and then fucking looped all the way back around. I do kind of look like fucking LL Cool J right now or something though. Let me put my hair back up or get a hat. Do I have a hat over here? I got a beanie over here. I got a regular hat. I got an Elmer Fudd hat. And I got my farmer hat. But let's just put her up for right now. Let's just put her up on the good old noodle. The good old noggin there. You know? Yeah, but I don't need solutions right now, friend. I'm just going to throw it out there. There hasn't been anything that I've encountered in my life that I don't think, yo, chocolate, what's up? Joe Rogan is a joke. He could talk himself into a paper bag. Yeah, you're right. And you know what sucks is like, I used to really like Joe Rogan and like Duncan Trussell and all of those guys, but it's like Andrew Schultz. All these people are just so fucking wacky. What did I do to the end of my fucking nose? I scratch it or something? Anyway, what's going on, chocolate? I mean, lots of things save, like lifeguards save, two-factor authentication saves, auto saving your game saves. You know what I mean? I just don't subscribe to that right now. And it's like, I don't feel like it's one of those things where it needs to be like mutually agreed upon. Like we can all have different beliefs, right? But it's like the surety is what kind of like confuses me, because like 50% of the world right now doesn't believe that, right? Everyone needs to accept. No, not everyone does do that. Not everyone does. Not everyone believes that. So if not everyone believes that, then like you just telling everybody they got to believe that is just going to make people like me more adverse to wanting to believe that. Tell me, why are the Bible bashers so boring and talk about fantasy? I mean, what are you talking about? Isn't all of this talking about fantasy? The truth is exclusive. I mean, the truth isn't exclusive, man. The truth is what the truth is. The truth is always the truth. Yeah, I believe in myself. Like, I do what I can for who I can when I can. And I don't feel like I need to read Harry Potter. I don't feel like I need to read the Bible. I don't feel like I need to watch The Devil Wears Prada to get that message. Like, I believe I have that message inside of me. It's my own God. Hasn't done anything to me. I've seen. I control my own life. Almighty pork, sausage, and eggs I will eat with HP sauce. Heck yeah, friend. Like, HP sauce, like RuneScape hit points? Like, what do you mean? Because said literary works in the Bible. Is a Bible basher on? What do you mean a Bible basher? Like a Bible thumper, like someone who's just like pro Bible, or Bible basher like somebody who's not like straight up just like Christian? Because I wouldn't say that I'm bashing the Bible, if that's what you mean. I would just say that like I'm a little confused. And like I said, I feel like if I can see and control, not control, but if I can see and determine and like figure out things that I can see with my own eyes, or touch with my own hands, or like experience with my own like being, my uniqueness, the thing that makes me inside of this meat pod myself, then like I just don't know if I need to repent, because I feel like there's enough miraculous things happening. Like there's a billion cells all fucking acting as one every time you step out into the sun and you feel that warmth on your body. You know what I'm saying? Love is warning others of not to get in trouble and hurt. Love is treating people with affection and kindness. That's what I would assume. Love is not a warning. If you decide to warn somebody, that's your choice, right? You can't warn somebody not to get in trouble if they don't believe. So do you believe you see? No, no, I don't. I believe that the uniqueness, the individuality that makes me me, probably goes off into some area or time or space where there's probably an infinite amount of timelines stacked on top of each other. And we're probably like moving in and out through those timelines. And I've experienced things in my life which have made me realize that like we can't interpret every single thing that we're like experiencing right now. Yo, 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 stop. I am a commie. You ain't even got one commie book. I mean, maybe I am from a different planet, man. Like, I really don't know. I've had plenty of experiences that make me realize that I'm just probably not able to rationalize or interpret, or are maybe the senses that are able to pick up on these things are kind of like put in the background because we probably care. Yeah, your solution to, friend, is a probably. You're not dead. You've never been dead. You've never seen Jesus. So once my theory is just as like based in your reality as yours is. I can say that I'm sure of mine also, right? But you're never going to believe that. So does that make mine or yours any less real? Atheist argument, I don't think that they're even I don't think that's an atheist argument. I know there's something out there after death. I know that there's just not blackness. Yo, Charlie, what up, friend? Not much, just discussing. I have a relationship with Jesus, and I have a relationship with my girlfriend and my other girlfriend and my child and my friends. I have great relationships with all of them. And you know what I've gotten all of those things by not doing? Having to repent, because I haven't done anything I feel like I need to repent for. But if your entity or your deity made his son die so we could keep fucking up? That confuses me. That's not, I don't know why that's an awful atheist argument. I'm not atheist, first of all. I'm agnostic. There's a difference between atheist and agnostic. Words have meanings, they're different. I will not excuse the difference of mine angers. I will not return to, for I am God. I am not me. I know. I mean, maybe, friend, it confuses you because you're not as smart. No, no, I don't think it does. I think that if you asked a 6-year-old autistic boy, if you sat him down and told him the story of Noah and the ark, he'd have a lot of fucking questions. Yo, Paul Halden, go. Yo, 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 yo. Yeah, I think that all religions are probably all the same. And whoever subscribes to those, if you deny, no, I don't care what I am to you. I care what words have meanings for and definitions. And if you look up agnostic and atheist in the dictionary, there are two drastically different meanings for those words. So until you can acknowledge that words have meaning, then I'm sorry, but your opinion on this matter is less than valued to me. And I'm not saying that your points aren't valuable. I'm just saying that I can't take anything you're saying with a grain of salt because you don't know what a grain of salt is. Do you know what I'm saying? You think Christianity is longer the same than you really do have 40? Brother, I don't even think that statement you just wrote makes any sense. Agnostic just means you can't prove there is or isn't. Agnostic means that you believe that there is something after this life. You are just not sure of what it is, right? Because I've experienced things in my life that have made me realize, oh, there's probably more out there, right? Take it with a grain of sand or salt, depends on if you're British or not. Why are a lot of Muslim countries causing do you see America? Do you see America right now? America is causing global instability everywhere. I think if you actually listen to Iran talking right now, they're a little bit more stable than we are. I think the United States and Israel is actually causing more instability in the world than anybody else. If you're agnostic, that means you're in search of the truth. No, it means I believe there's a truth out there, right? And I don't have to believe in yours because there's a million other possibilities, right? There's a million other possibilities. Whatever I subscribe to is my choice. So is mindless capitalism the biggest problem? No, no. Foreign interventionist wars that are non-necessary, causing 30% of the world's oil that comes through the straits to not be allowed to come through. Global fertilizer being fucking tanked. All these things I think are causing instability. I don't know if that's capitalism. I think that's fucking idiocy. Right? You know what I mean? I think that's just being dumb. Agnostic is a person who believes that there's an existence of a higher power or ultimately reality is unknown and probably impossible to know. The definition of it. Yeah. Yeah. And that seems but if America does not project power, why the fuck would we have to project power? And in doing so, we gave Iran a nuke. If we didn't give them an actual physical nuke, we gave them the ability to get money to buy a nuke, to buy research for a nuke. You can never erase their knowledge, right? No matter what. God put Adam and Eve, the serpent, together in the garden. What was he thinking? I don't know. Take the bestseller book, but no, no. Do you know what? Ben Shapiro has even had a best-selling book. You know why the Bible is the best-selling book? Because they give it away for free. Yeah, Idiocracy was a documentary, not a comedy. It's a mockumentary. The people who tried to control you don't care what you believe as long as you believe hard. Yeah, exactly. It's just like all these evangelicals want women to not be able to have abortions, but the second that baby is born, they don't give a fuck if it lives. Idiocracy was a dope movie. It was good. And like I said, Jesh, I don't think that you and I see, games going on, friend. It's been a few days. Does that mean you're an idiot because you're a father? Yeah, I think it does mean I'm an idiot because I'm a father. And I actually need to give Trey up so that everybody else can keep doing the shit they're doing. Man has 8 viewers for a reason. Hey, buddy, how many subscribers do you have? I've gotten 300 and something in the last month from not repenting. So, I don't know. MAGA would have been the people that bought snake oil. MAGA would have been the people selling the snake oil to themselves. You've got a big old oily man up on the stage just fucking dumping this shit on him and being like, it's great, guys. Look, I hear it'll kill the cancer cells. And it's like, no, friend. Hi, I'm a non-judgmental Christian. How's it going? Hey, and I appreciate that. I have gone to numerous and have spent so many hours in church, honestly, and like all these people just assume that I've never done any of these things or never have been there or never went to church camp. I did. But yeah, it's all right. I appreciate you. Missy, her and beer are always attractive. Yep, you're right there, friend. Why did you skip my comment about Ben Shapiro being a Zionist cock? Ben Shapiro is a Zionist cock. You're right. You're very right. He is a psychopath, and that is why someday in the near future, I will probably pass Ben Shapiro in video views for at least a couple. Like, won't that be great? There'll be, and I'm definitely going to pass Charlie Kirk in views here shortly. No pun intended. I mean, a little bit of discontent. A little bit of discontent. Not gonna lie. I had to make one tasteless joke, right? Personally, I'm a Christian because I do engineering, and I see how the things are definitely require some kind of God. I just believe that as a Christian. Yeah, and that is fine. And I have nothing against you believing that. Will I tell you you're wrong? No. But when you start pushing it on other people, that's when I'm like, bro, not everyone believes that. And then I have to play devil's advocate because, like, yeah, if someone's like, I'm not just gonna let like people run around and be so sure of things. Please don't disrespect Charlie Kirk. The reason he was killed is because he was speaking. Yeah, I know. I know that. Does that mean that Charlie Kirk was okay to look at a black pilot and be like, I don't know if my plane's going to land? Charlie Kirk was not a good dude. You can only go and punch down at wokey libs on broke college campuses. Like, he titled every one of his videos like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not anywhere near. Do I think he should have been assassinated? No. I mean, an amazing person. Amazing person. Have you heard some of the shit he said? Because, like, I don't know what about him was, like, amazing. I have no disrespect for him. What happened to him? I just do not see how he was a great person. He was just he was just a Steven Crowder with a bigger audience. Yeah, kind of racist, kind of racist, kind of racist, kind of. Like I said, I've never once seen a pilot and been like, ooh, if he's black, my plane isn't going to land. Or he told a little kid to his face that they went too far with voting rights. A little black boy. He told, I don't know if you should be able to vote. What? Do I think that Benjamin Netanyahu should have assassinated him in the middle of the fucking screen on TV? Nope. Twist good words in something bad. Wait. Wait. You're making. Do you want me to bring up a highlight reel of the shit that he said? Charlie Kirk. I live like a capitalist every day, Chank. Let's see. Holy fuck, Turning Point must be fucking pumping out these fucking not one of these sayings is not from fucking Charlie Kirk. Not one. Holy, dude, they be really pushing these out. Not a clip from a lefty clip farmer. So if I put Hassan up there, right? Like him and Hassan were gonna debate. So like you think that like Hassan is just like the same type of dude? I mean, like what was Charlie Kirk doing? Turning Point itself is like a Ponzi scheme essentially, because you can't find one bad thing. No, 1 minute. Okay, give me a second here. Charlie Kirk, black pilot. Let's see here. No, I think this is so weird because usually you type in anything else, any other person, and like, interesting.
All been in the back of a plane when the turbulence hits, or when you're flying through a storm and you're like, I'm so glad I saw the guy with the right stuff and the square jaw get into the cockpit before we took off, and I feel better now. You want to go thought crime? Like, I'm sorry, if I see a black pilot, I'm gonna be like, boy, I hope he's qualified. Well, you wouldn't have done that. You wouldn't have done that. That's not an immediate. No, you wouldn't have done that. Who I am.
That's not a real great thing to say. That is fucking the wackiest thing I've ever seen. Never mind. I see you just want to. No, I spent the last 4 months screaming about how the U.S. government, right, killed Charlie Kirk with a shape charge, and then they blew the Tennessee factory that made this small anti-personnel shape charge for $400,000, which is what the military contract was for. 3 weeks after Charlie Kirk was assassinated, the guy who's run that plant for 30 years quit. And then, like, another week after that, the entire fucking plant blows up off the face of the earth. I mean, I don't think Charlie Kirk should have been assassinated, right? Show the whole context. Black pilot, man, I sure hope that guy's qualified. I don't know what context I need to have when he said, if I see a black pilot.
When you're flying through a storm and you're like, I'm so glad I saw the guy with the right stuff and the square jaw get into the cockpit before we took off, and I feel better now. You want to go thought crime? Like, I'm sorry, if I see a black pilot, I'm gonna be like, boy, I hope he's qualified.
I don't know what more context I like actually need. I don't know. He's not racist. He doesn't want DEI hires. Do you know that most of the fucking idiots in the administration right now would be considered DEI hires if you counted idiocy as a fucking ethnicity? Right? Right? Like, how does Pete Hegseth get a job as a Secretary of War? He's a Fox News contributor, right? How does Kash Patel, a podcaster with a drinking problem, seem to find his way to be the head of the FBI? Those seem to me like DEI hires, right? Charlie Kirk was a dumbass, right? Do I believe that he probably was able to gather a lot of young right-wing people? Yeah, probably. But also a lot of right-wing young people got fucking shaded into not going to war in Iran, not getting the Epstein files unreleased. You know what I mean? How does your voice match the way you look? I have no idea. It does, though, because this is my voice, this is my face. I don't know. Brown, I get your point, but the context was because they were saying that you're going to hire based on if a minority and stuff like that. I don't and didn't know, like, I didn't anywhere here and there anything about DEI hires, right? And what does him believing that DEI hires, right, shouldn't, like, does that mean that, like, African Americans, like, shouldn't be pilots because they're DEI? Are you always going, Biden had 4 years to release the files? So didn't Trump have 4 years before that? Pam Bondi had fucking years before that. Do you not remember Alex Acosta, the guy who Trump had as his first labor secretary in the Trump administration? Was the guy who gave Epstein the fucking sweetheart deal in Florida while Pam Bondi was also in the fucking government of Florida? and Trump was like actively donating to her. And it's weird that like Trump is probably the one that got Epstein assassinated. He's also the one that gave Ghislaine a one-way ticket to that camp she's not supposed to be in and allowed to have a puppy, which is a little fucked up. He's also the one that is making it so the January 6th rioters can now get some of the slush fund that he got from suing his own IRS and then settling with the IRS. So it's like, I don't really know. That seems kind of dumb to me. I heard about DI hires for quite a while, even my job. But you know what? We haven't made any fucking jobs. Why does it matter, right? Why does it matter if you hire somebody because of ethnicity? Maybe you need diversity in your workplace, right? Because it seems to me like if you don't have very much diversity in the workplace, you get idiots like Marco Rubio and Pete Hegseth and Kash Patel and fucking Brett Kavanaugh, all these fucking drunkards running around making decisions that affect everybody. What's in there? Luke Skywalker, only what you take. I have no idea. You do not need diversity. You do need diversity in America, which is a country made up of a lot of group of people, a melting pot, you might say, of ethnicities and diversity to make America what it is. Would you rather gain? No. Nice try, though. America was not 95% white for 200 years. We came to a country with a lot of people who were not white, and then we gave them smallpox blankets, forced them out of their land, essentially gentrifying the very first communities, and then we said it was white. This country's built off of poor, like cheap labor that was forced onto people. The same way that capitalism, the same way Jeff Bezos is worth however many billions of dollars by exploiting cheap work. That's how this country was formed. Do you know who built the White House? Because they weren't white. You are so brainwashed. I mean, am I brainwashed? Maybe like I studied politics and like political science for fucking my like collegiate career, but you know, I found a hair in my food, so I want a refund. Brother, I will give you a refund just because you said the Israelis won't quit fucking lying to you. We are in a late stage capitalism. It hasn't been like this for the entirety of our. So when we brought Africans over here on boats, kidnapping them from their houses and their families, and then forced them to do things for us without reciprocating their services with goods, that's not exploiting. That's not exploiting free market capitalism. They actually got sold by their own people. That sounds like a little bit of fucking propaganda because I don't think that anybody over there would have had the like will or ability to gather up that many of their neighbors and sell their neighbors without woke bullshit. Buddy, what are you talking about? I'm probably more in tune and actually probably pay more in taxes to go blow up little brown kids overseas right now than you do. Like, please don't say woke bullshit. Like, you're not giving me any actual facts or statistics or reasoning or logic. You're just saying I'm wrong. So, like, come at me with something that, like, I can viably stick my finger in to see if it's a fucking point. Hear me out. Mint flavored guitar picks. Hear me out. You're fucking right. That would be great. I would probably lose less guitar picks. For sure. This one's actually my friend Tommy's, but we use the same guitar picks, so. Heck yeah, friend. Yo, 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 I see there's some more people in here. Even if you love, if you hate me, maybe share a little thumbs up. Unless you're missing both thumbs, and then if you are, I'm sorry for your loss. Oh my goodness, this guy is dumb. African soul there. No! No! No, I don't think they did, friend. I don't think they did. I think maybe if that's how that worked out, more African Americans wouldn't be fucking mad about slavery. And maybe they wouldn't be mad about the 14th Amendment. You know, like where if you go to jail and then you have to fucking make bras for Victoria's Secret, the guy who helped Epstein smuggle all these children to these rich elite pedophiles, right? If you knew about that, we still have slavery today. Indentured servitude, my guy. Interesting. No, no, I'm not on any SSRIs, and I just left a $130,000 a year job to start my own business. Yeah. The South was willing to do anything except pay a penny for labor. Yeah. And they're still that way. If you look at the federal minimum wage in the South, it is fucking $7 an hour, $7.25. Imagine gas is about to be $7, working an entire hour of your life to get 1 gallon of gas, which you might need to take multiple gallons of gas to take your hour and a half commute to your fucking second job because you can't make a living wage in America because capitalism's in its late stage. In late stage, you mean like Ouroboros eating its own fucking tail? When Jeff Bezos can divorce somebody and they become the third richest woman in the world, that's not capitalism. That is a computer error with a rounding glitch. Like, indentured servitude and slavery are different, but explain to me that if you're working for a company making $1 billion like Lex Wexner and L Brands and you're making Victoria's Secret products, maybe if you're using slave labor, as in like prisoners who might be there on fucking drug crimes that shouldn't be illegal anyway, maybe that's still slavery. I'm from Alabama Gulf region, and we have an African town in which there was the last slave ship, and they settled there. Do you know that there is a family, I think it was in Mississippi, that didn't know they were free from slavery until the 60s because the guy who had them there on the farm just didn't fucking tell them? Yeah, he's the only Ohio. No, 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 no. He's not a god. He is a Yiddish demon called a divot. He wrote a 1985 New York Times article where he claims to have a Yiddish demon inside of him. So that's pretty fucking great. They still get compensated, bruh? How much? How fucking much? Because it's definitely not enough for them to have stopped Lex Wexner from using his fucking money to smuggle children all around the goddamn country for the elite pedophiles. That's the problem. And Japanese soldiers, yeah, I know. Isn't that fucked up? Maybe somebody should have told him. See, it's just like these people in chat right now who think that like slavery wasn't a fucking problem. Like maybe in fucking 30, 40 years, they'll be like, oh fuck, that was bad. I know, JFK, I hate to tell you this, buddy, but you're dead. Dybbuk, sorry. A Dybbuk? Is it not a Yiddish demon? Isn't it a Yiddish demon? Is it not a spirit inside of him that it says has pushed him? Dude, look, that is the weirdest thing to say. Somebody check that boy's hard drives. Yikes. No, it's not. Okay, let me see. A spirit and a demon aren't the same. So, what's a Dybbuk then? Let me see here. Names for Yiddish demons. Yiddish demons' names come from a rich blend of Hebrew. But the most common terms range from malicious present spirit to mischievous imp, shapeshifter, and legendary mythological figures. A dybbuk from the Hebrew root word to cling. This is the disembodied, restless soul of a sinful dead person that possesses a living host to resolve unfinished business. Sounds like a demon. Sounds like a demon. Sounds like a demon. A disembodied, restless soul of a sinful person that possesses a living host to resolve unfinished business. Sounds like a demon. Sounds like a demon. Sounds like a demon. What's the difference between that and a demon? You shouldn't speak on things you don't know about, like Africans. Brother, no, they didn't. There's no proof of that. Where's their proof of that? You have one token black person that like gave you a note card that he handed you that said, hey, you can say the N-word and we sold the slaves originally. Like, no, those things don't exist. Like, you think there was just like an economy of fucking like free market black selling Africans? Like, were you there also, friend? Might be a demon. Yeah. Wait, so you're... No, I'm not possessed. I do play guitar a little bit. All Jews worship demons, no surprise. Yeah, I mean, maybe, but this one is one that says he's inside of him. Dog, you're gonna send him into a... No, I don't know if I am. Have you guys ever heard of singular or simulated Leviathan? That guy's got some good babbles. And like, I'm sure of what I'm saying. Like, I'm confident in what I'm saying. I'm saying it with my whole chest. Like, there's no alternative facts or like whitewashed history that you're gonna show me that like make me believe that a dybbuk isn't a demon and that black people sold themselves into slavery for thousands of years. I can't square that circle, unfortunately. It's interesting though. That's exactly what I'm saying. There's an economy for some. Then no, that's not exactly what you're saying. There's no... I'm just gonna drop that right there because you're just using thought ending cliches to try to like end this conversation on like a note where you can say like, I did it, but like, I don't think so. I don't know. It seems to me like if Africa was doing that for thousands and thousands and thousands of years, that we wouldn't have exploited them for diamonds and resources and space for military bases. It seems like they probably would have had a well-formed economy where they could have used the money that they had gotten from selling their own nation's people into other nations' people. Like, it seems like there would have been some sort of economy there, or like structured, like just like structure for any of this, right? You know where else they're doing that? Fucking Libya, where we like made a failed state there, right? They're not black. They're selling people off. Like, white savior can't... I'm like, what are you talking about? White savior can't handle the truth. Buddy, I'm saying that if you did that to anybody, any group of people, right, it would be shitty. But I'm not gonna not call a spade just because it hurts my feelings that maybe our people are the ones that went there and did it. Does it make you feel better to think that like we weren't responsible for slavery? Do you think that we're not responsible for slavery in general? Do you think slavery is not even a real word? Like, what are you getting at here is what I'm just confused about, because like, I know people who are people of color and they're pretty fucking sure it was real. They did sell their own people and they make money that goes to the top. I don't see very many rich elites in Africa. I see warring tribes. I see fucking all these guerrilla units that are stealing kids from fucking schools. Like, I don't know. There's all these ethnic groups, right? There's dozens and dozens of all these different groups. Like, which group were the ones selling which groups? Were the people from Zimbabwe selling the ones from fucking Kenya? Like, what's going on here? Were the Egyptians the ones selling the people into here? Yeah, Jesus wouldn't want people to be enslaved. Jesus wouldn't want people to be like listening to Jesus would be flipping a table over right now in the chapel. Jesus wouldn't be fucking selling a t-shirt. Slavery comes from the term Slavics, who were slaves. Blacks have been enslaving people for generations, long before America came about. But what about Britain? What about the British Empire, right? What about them? PB&J or BLT? Peanut butter and bacon. Nope, I'm not going to repent, and I probably will die, but I don't feel like it's going to make a difference. I'm sorry, I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole right now. Because the inhabitants of Africa are... Okay, friend, I love fish. Like, I've got a fucking fish poster, like, right there, and, like, anyone who goes to fish, I think, would have taken, like, enough psychedelics, or I would hope to, like, have more of an enlightened point than that, because that's some fucking wacky shit to say, bro. You could say that America is ignorant and retarded right now for getting into a war for another country that is about to crash our economy. I would say that's pretty ignorant and stupid. You're very uneducated yet outspoken. Am I? Am I uneducated? Because I mean, I have 11 and a half years at a career. I went to school. I have a family. I've raised a child. I'm starting a business. I feel like I've got lots of life experience, and I've had interactions with a diverse amount of people, which has made me realize that if you take a fucking hit of acid, we're all the same fucking thing, bro. Yeah, the British also didn't know how to draw a straight line. Have you ever seen a map? They didn't know how to draw. You're a wizard. No, I'm just a sandwich. Well, just sandwich. You're a wizard. I mean, just because I might not have gone to like Liberty University and I might not have like been to every single like teleconference that Turning Point USA had, doesn't mean that I'm not able to like use my brain to rationally think and come to like problem solving. Hey, bunnies, what's going on, friend? Just defending the world from ridiculousness right now. Holding up my Bible, my Harry Potter book for a shield against bullshit. Yeah. He's educated with an IQ of 95. I mean, I would rather have an IQ of 95 than your room temperature IQ. And it's like, if you're in my room right now, it's like roughly 60 degrees. So, like, they wouldn't even be able to put you to death if you committed a capital crime. So, like, I don't know what to tell you, friend. Hamburger. Wait, isn't peanut butter and bacon Elvis's? Peanut butter and banana, I think was Elvis's sandwich. Maybe banana and bacon on there. That's exactly your problem. You don't know how to problem solve. Why do you think there was slaves in America? Because Africa sold them? No, I think that we, as the British, right, when we left Britain as a religious thing so we could like leave the church, more like we were a bunch of right-wing fucking fundamentalist nut jobs who were like the church wasn't kooky enough for, probably brought some fucking people like with us. Or like, nope, I'm not. Why? Why do you think that though? I'm just curious. Like, is it the big fucking beard you can't grow? Is it the like, what is it? That's a bullshit wizard. Europeans don't invade Africa just to get... They invaded them to get spices and whatever else they fucking invaded the rest of the world for. Like the British Empire, the British Royal Navy, the fucking things that ruled the world there for a while. How salt was worth more than gold. Those reasons, maybe? Fuck, I don't know. But like maybe it takes like a context or history that goes further back than the 70s when the Iran hostage situation kicked off. You have absolutely fried my brains with drugs. What are you talking about? Your name is Poob Goob. Your username is Poob Goob. And you're talking to me about my brain being fried, friend. Like, that's the pot calling the kettle black. I wonder if George Washington had a brain. I'm sure he fucking did when he crossed the Delaware. I'm from Maine, in the middle of the woods. So unlike some of you guys, I could go out and cut a fucking tree right now with my axe. Poob Goob. He's very sensible. I'd like to think I'm sensible, but you know what? Even if they don't think I'm sensible, that's not my problem. They have to live their life like that. They have to go to sleep every single night with themselves behind their eyelids. And that has got to be a painful task. You always like your axe, wizard. I do always like my axe. Are you rage baiting us, or are you actually? I mean, I'm actually this intelligent. I think that you're so unintelligent that you think the term rage baiting is what somebody with a logical point does to you when you can't make sense of it. No, that's just like truth or facts. It's really strange. You're not getting promised land until you start. I don't want promised land. I don't need promised land. I am on stolen land right now. I'm sure of it. No, I don't think that I'm a Mossad agent. There's probably a fucking Mossad agent looking through my open window right now at me. Yo, man, let's take a deep breather together. These folks got tension on high. Yeah, some of them do have tension on high. And like, I'll take a deep breath. The country is crazy. The country is cuckoo banana hammocks. You're very right. We are in a war, a holy war with a country in the Middle East that Benjamin Netanyahu has wanted to bomb for 40 years. Like, that's the only reason. No, I mean, Christopher Columbus came to America, fucked a manatee, and then killed a native person for this land. Like, sure of it. I mean, I actually think this is probably like the Passamaquoddy's land. A very weak man. Am I a very weak man? Because I mean, like, I don't know if I am, friend. I can probably get back squat for a percentage more than you can. I can probably do more pull-ups than you can. I'm probably more physically in shape than you are. Like, so very weak man, noodle arms, bro. I mean, like, let's do some fucking deadlifts, buddy. I'm 135 pounds and I can back squat 255 for reps, ass to grass. And I can do it from the hole. I can also clean and jerk. I can snatch. Can you do Olympic lifts? Do you have a kettlebell in your house right now? Like, do you have a kettlebell right here? Like, right there is a fucking kettlebell, right, that I do workouts with. Can you do strict muscle ups on rings? Probably not. Probably not. But if you can, congratulations. I know that that is an incredible skill to have. The manless. No, I'm actually not seething. It's just so funny that there could be this many adults in America. But then again, I guess this is why Trump got elected for a second time and all of you guys got lied to. It's really easy to understand why you believe these things if you voted for Trump, because like he just lied you into so much shit that like you just believed. So like I don't know. Yep, that's all right because you guys are still giving me like it is a kettlebell. It's actually an on it kettlebell. This is from the first series that Joe Rogan did. So if you guys are like still into the Joe Rogan thing, yeah. It looks like you've been electrocuted. It probably does. I have locks in my hair, friend. No, no. I wrote in Bernie because I don't subscribe to voting for the lesser of two evils. If you're going to run as less than evil than Trump, like people are going to vote for Trump. But I think voting for the lesser of two evils is bullshit. Bernie got screwed out of fucking the nomination 2 times in a row. You know what's more fucked up than Kamala? Obama calling everybody on Ohio Tuesday or Iowa Tuesday so they'll all drop out of the race so Biden can get the fucking nominees or the electoral vote. This dude voted for socialists. I voted for someone who could go into any district, right, and get somebody to agree, yeah, maybe we all need healthcare. And you know what socialism is? If you make, listen to this, if you make under $175,000 a year, you pay in on every single paycheck for Social Security, right? Do you know if you make over $175,000, you don't have to? So Bezos, Musk, all these fucking cocks are getting socialism. So it's socialism for the rich. Like, you can't tell me that Trump's not going to get some socialism with this $1.8 million slush fund. Trump has made 3,000 some odd stock market trades right now, buying Palantir and then going out and talking about Palantir, getting Dell stock, then going out and talking about buying a Dell. That's fucking socialism for the rich. Yeah, it's just like NIMBY. These motherfuckers all want a high electricity power line, but they don't want it in their fucking backyard. These guys all want an oil well, but they don't want it in their fucking backyard. Trump 2028, if you're unironically saying that, like, I'm just sorry for you, brother. Like, I'm fucking sorry. I'll tell you, nigger. If you think Trump is going to be around in 2028, I got 2 towers to sell you in New York City. Yeah, no problem, friend. Trump can't run a 3rd term. It's against the Constitution. No, it might not be against the Constitution. It very well might not be. FDR was president for more than 2 terms. They're already floating ways to do it. Do you not hear Trump going, isn't it great? Bibi, he hasn't had an election because he's at war. I don't know. Seems like you guys are getting fucking dog walked into a 5th assassination attempt here from some silly thing just so he can fucking like try to be president again, so he can lie us into another war. How much is gas going to be by 2028? Yeah, it is vital. You're very right. And that's why people are getting like January 6th funding from this slush fund. You don't think they're going to go and try to storm the fucking Capitol again for Vance? Sir, the baby. Marco Rubio, are you like for real? For real, Marco Rubio 2028? For real. Would you want Marco Rubio to be your fucking president? Think about that. I would take Tucker Carlson before I would take Marco fucking Rubio. Are you saying that gas was nearly $5 a gallon when Biden was in office? What was gas? What was the price of gas the day before the fucking war? Like $2.90? Like under that? Under $3 everywhere. Highest gas price during Biden. Yep, it was $5.16. You're right. These record highs were largely driven by a surge in demand following the COVID-19 pandemic, supply chain disruptions, and on the onset of the Russian-Ukraine war. So we're 60 some odd days, 90 days into this war, and we're already at end of pandemic levels of gas prices, right? So it's only going to be way higher. It's going to be way higher, right? Like this is the highest it went, the highest. And where was this? Was this in California? Because is this a national average? Like, what's the national average when Biden was president? I just typed in the highest. National average for gas. National average. Do you know that Trump is below water in economy? National average of gas during Biden admin. Oh, yeah, this is what they had to do, the Putin price hike. Do you remember that? California. What are you talking about California for? What are you talking about California for? I mean, I think that he's probably fighting Russia because just like Israel, Russia is trying to annex land, right? I still wear my fuck Joe Biden shirt every Saturday, and I'm glad for you. Joe Biden, also an awful president. Awful president. I still wear my which pedophile did you vote for shirt. Like, I don't know, bro. Where's my fucking balding flat earthers for Trump? Look, I made this for you the other day. Do you want this? You might not be able to read it that way, sorry. Yeah, America is getting fucked by $30,000 Shawhead drones. Like, once again, the pot calling the kettle black. Are we doing anything better? They're not bald, they're aerodynamic. Exactly. The US kept trying to get Ukraine into NATO, like refusing to let Russia join. I don't think America is just refusing to let Russia join NATO. I don't think Russia's wanted to be part of NATO. You need better news. Oh, so you want me to watch Fox News, News Nation? Like maybe I watch a diverse plethora of news from all around the world, from all different types of sources, left wing, right wing. I watch Tucker, I watch the Young Turks, I read Dropsite, I read The Intercept, I read The Guardian, I read the fucking New York Daily Post. What are you talking about here? No. I don't know if she would have. Because if you always, right? Like if you are going to run against a Republican with Republican light, then the voting base that would elect a Republican light is going to push them to the right anyway. Do I think that we would be in a war with Iran? No. Do you think that maybe she would have been a pedophile? No. There's probably no allegations of a 13-year-old biting Kamala's penis. But I mean, that's just maybe me. Who knows? There might be. I think that she funded the genocide in Israel or Gaza. I don't think that either one of them are very good candidates. Once again, the representation of our country is not representing anybody that looks like us, right? Look what just happened to Stephen Colbert. Free speech my ass. Yeah, free speech my ass. Exactly. Like what was it? Fucking Jimmy Kimmel said that one thing about Trump being old and him having a young wife. And then everyone's like, oh my God, he just wanted him dead. No, bro, he's making a joke about her being a gravedigger or a gold digger. Not that hard to put together. Melania is younger than Jimmy Kimmel. Like, this president, for someone who makes a lot of jokes, can't take a joke. It's so fucking weird. Like, he's literally probably the most triggered snowflake of them all. My hands, they're so big. Only boomer. I mean, so like, you mean Nick Fuentes? Like, are you saying that like Catboy is your leader? Right? Are you saying that Catboy is your Catboy lover's your leader? Yeah, do you know how he got all of that money? Insider trading on your fucking tax dollar, brother. I think Night TV is dead. Yeah, it might be dead anyways, but that does not mean that the president can hear something he does not like and then end it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I appreciate it for Google's sake. That's actually a pretty good name. I like that, for Google's sake. Nancy Pelosi, she has a $30,000 fucking refrigerator for her ice cream. People around me don't even make $30,000 a year. Like, what the fuck? No, that is not the representation I want in my fucking country. All these idiots getting money from APAC, all this bullshit, get the fuck out. Fucking, they need to lose their citizenship. Fucking deport them. I would rather have them kicked out of the country than a fucking 13-year-old immigrant child who's just like got a job from Purdue Chicken to work in this factory Like, I don't know, fucking kick Purdue Chicken out too. Like, no, that's not crack. What's not crack? You smoke crack? It's cheap. No. And I've never even seen crack. Not even once. Does the fridge have diamonds or gold? No, it's just Sub-Zero. It's like just a Sub-Zero brand fridge. Like the majority of Democrats who use the economy in their How many trades has Trump done in this term? President Donald Trump has made 3,711 individual stock trades during the first quarter. The extensive trading flurry occupied during January and March, generating over 100 pages of federal disclosures filed with the U.S. Government of Ethics. These transactions involve tens of millions of dollars across U.S. corporations like Apple, Boeing, and NVIDIA. The massive volume of transactions averaged about 59 a day. Democrats, it's the fucking Democrats. No, they're all fucking idiots. They're all bullshit. They don't need to have an R or a D in front of their name. If you got a dumbass idea, I'm gonna fucking tell you. If you got a good idea, I'll listen to you. You guys are playing on a fucking team, and that's why you're all losers. That's why if you guys call me a socialist or I'm a fucking communist, and I'm gonna eat that title because you guys don't have anything else to say to me besides thought-ending cliches and names. Oh yeah, he said Dell. He fucking bought Dell stock. Went out middle of a speech. Oh, you guys should go buy Dell computers. Fucking bought fucking Thermal Scientific, the people that make like the glassware bullshit, took a tour of their fucking facility after he bought stocks and then did an interview where he's like, you guys should buy these Thermal Scientific people. That's communism is not where everyone is poor. What the fuck are you talking about? There's communism for the rich. If you don't think fucking Elon, Peter Thiel, fucking Tim Apple, all these douchebags aren't as close to communism as you would get, you're wrong, bro. What do you think all these tax cuts are for the rich? That's communism for the rich, buddy. No, that's not how socialism or communism works. Communism and socialism is the people who have the production, have the ability to take the gains from what they're producing. That would be like Bezos not being able to take every rifling fucking penny, right, that he's got from the labor that he's exploited, and that everyone in Amazon should have an equal part in that business. That's the type of socialism I believe in, but I can tell you have never read any of Engels' work or anything like that. Why do you have a female voice? Because I have such a big fucking beard that I had to counteract all the testosterone with a voice that just didn't hit. I don't know, it's weird, isn't it? Oh, so like, you mean Cuba, where you, if you're an American and you own a fancy hotel in Cuba, you can import oil from the US government. But if you're a hospital that's run by Cuba, you can't import oil because you're a hospital? Like, that sounds like terrorism. What a freak. I mean, you don't even know how to spell freak, brother. What a freak? Yes, they do, dumbass. What are you talking about? Do you know how many percentage of Trump's friends in South Florida are Cubans? I'm pretty sure it's a mental health issue, not a genius. I'm pretty sure it's a mental health. I'm pretty sure it's mental health issues, not a genius. Are you saying like how are you using genius to like compare or saying in like the same as mental health issues, not a genius? Because a genius would be like not like it would be a thing. Like they're a genius, right? Huh. Weird. If it's a mental health issue, sign me up because I'm spitting the facts. Yeah, I know. It's crazy that like all these people that think like logic and reasoning and like using my fucking eyes in front of my head to like figure things out, like mental health. If like this is, yeah, if they're what normal is, like yikes, don't want to be fucking normal. That's the type of normal that puts big fake balloon tits under your shirt after you just like testified in front of Congress that you and your wife had a godly marriage after she just murdered a puppy. That's some Christy Gnome bullshit. He's responding to my comments about yipes, Maxwell. Yikes, friends. But you know what? This is why I'm here, because like sometimes you need to be shamed and put back into the corner. Like sometimes you need to be put in the corner on rice. Like you need to have rice spread on the ground and you need to kneel on it and just be put in the corner for a while. Giza makes more than the Cuban government. Are you meaning, what is that word, the first word you're trying to use there, friend? I don't know what that is. I called you a genius? Yeah, no, I know. God damn, that was a lot to unpack. Did that actually happen? Yeah, there's a lot to unpack always, friend. Do you mean Gaza? Are you trying to say Gaza? Okay, yeah, because I have no idea about any of that. And yeah, they probably do because like military industrial complex everywhere. But it seems to me like if Cuba wasn't a fucking thing that we just wanted to suck up for resources because America's losing fucking its sovereignty all around the world, why did we just fucking indict a 94-year-old man over a plane that was taken down 20 some odd fucking years ago? Look at how we are setting up. Yeah, I know. Imagine all these hospitals in Cuba, right? If these fucking nurses didn't have to run down the halls when they ran out of fuel in their generators or waiting for their generators to turn on, having to use fucking hand pumps on babies. Imagine if they didn't have to do that, if the US government would only let them import fucking oil. Weird. I'm sure it's the communism. The same reason why they have a fucking cure for lung cancer. How much of our economy is made up of AI bubble or military industrial complex? Like, you ever listen to Jordan Peterson where he's like, instead of telling everyone else to clean their fucking room, like maybe clean your own room? Like maybe look at what America's doing, say all the things we're doing out loud, and then go to criticize another country because like we're doing it all. Every fucking bit of it. Yeah. And look, you know who got free oil from Venezuela? Trump did. Whatever happened to those 40 million barrels of oil that we took from Venezuela? I bet they're in some offshore fucking bank account that we'll never see again. Maybe we should have been letting them keep getting oil from Venezuela. Like if another country, like say China, decides to just come in here with their secret military and kidnaps Trump from the Oval Office, which would be quite a task because he's this old fucking dord. Imagine, are you going to be okay with that? Because Trump opened up kidnapping world leaders? Like, if China sends a Tomahawk missile through the ballroom to hit Trump and take out leadership, are you going to be okay with that because Trump opened Pandora's box? We owe China 30 fucking trillion dollars. What are you talking about? If China dumped the US, if China dumped the money they have into us, our economy would crash faster than Princess Diana's car. What do you mean, America? China is insular, motherfucker. They're a communist country. CCCP. They have nothing, want nothing. They might own US backed treasuries. But do you know what? If they start letting Iran use the fucking yuan to move oil through the straits, you think the US petrodollar is going to be okay? Buddy, you don't know how the fucking petrodollar works. Holy fuck, this is the saddest experience I've ever had. So, the US dollar is backed by the price of oil, right? If countries in the UAE, the fucking Saudi Arabia, Iran, the Gulf countries start having to move their oil through the Straits of Hormuz and they start getting taxed and have to like spread that money with Chinese notated money, the American dollar is going to be fucking worth nothing. 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 Isn't that crazy? There's nothing backing it up besides oil that we fucked up. No, it's not assets, you idiot. It's fucking debt. Do you not know the national debt? Holy fuck. I'm more conservative than you are. I'm more fiscally conservative than whatever bullshit you're spouting right now. What do you do for work? Well, I was a UPS driver for 11 and a half years. If the US dollar stays backed by petrol, then yes, we're worth money. As soon as the US dollar gets shifted away from being used as the global dollar to move oil, buddy, you're not getting what I'm saying, right? If the dollar stays the global financial currency, right? Then yeah. But, right? But 1,500 years of oil, how fucking long do you think it's going to take to get us out of there? How, right? How many other countries do you think are going to want a fucking piece of that before we get there? Russia will take back Alaska fucking quick. But do you understand what the petrodollar is and how the US dollar right now is backed by oil prices, right? So, if you move oil from being used on the US dollar, only a moron. I mean, well, I've had fucking people in here listening for an hour right now trying to argue their points, but all they keep saying is America right, no do wrong. We are already there. Russia is getting their butts handed. Motherfucker, we are getting smoked by Iran. What are you talking about? We've spent $100 billion in 90 some fucking days, used half of our interceptors. We've lost half of the world's THAAD missile defense systems. We've moved all of our carriers out of the Pacific. What happens if China takes Taiwan and we no longer can make semiconductors? We're fucked because we can't make any of the infrastructure that we need to pump this 1,500 years of oil you keep pulling out of your ass. What are you fucking talking about? You're dumb. You're actually dumb. If you do not think that we are losing this war right now, then like I said, buddy, I got 2 fucking towers in New York and a side building that you would love to buy. No. No. Do you know how much we've sent to Israel right now? How much does Israel get in? How much does Israel get from the US? The United States has given 305 wait. What the fuck is this article even saying here? Oh, $305.4 billion just in the last couple years. $305 billion. so the IDF can go and smash a statue of a guy that looks like me in Lebanon? Why the fuck am I paying for the IDF sledgehammers? Do you realize that, like, we're enemies with Russia, right? Like, so us using a proxy to fight Russia is kind of in our interest. Israel using the United States as a proxy to fight Iran, good for them. America fighting Iran for Israel, not work for us. How long have we been in Ukraine? How long has the Ukraine war been? The Ukraine war has been over 12 years, right? And let's see, how much have we spent? It says the US has made $188 billion available. So overall, it says that it will range after they rebuild everything to somewhere between 250 and 550 billion, right? So we're already over halfway for that in 90 days. Iran cost ticker. That is what we have spent in 90 days. The Ukraine war was 12 years long. If you had sex for 12 years, it'd be fucking great, right? No matter how much it costs. If you spent a third of the amount of money to have the same amount of sex you just had then, you'd be getting ripped off, buddy. Do you know that Obama dropped more carpet bombs on Afghanistan than any other president in history? Do you know that, like, Ukraine has done more with drones than they have with javelins? Obama did kill Americans, you're right. And you know who else killed Americans? Trump's fucking ICE agents killed 2 unarmed American citizens on our soil, one in a car and one helping a woman that got pushed down. Every fucking drone operator, when they leave, should be told how many lives they're responsible for ending. 100%. They put themselves in that danger? No, I don't think they did, friend. So going to a protest with a firearm makes you, what, a terrorist now? What about the Second Amendment? What about the fucking Second Amendment? What about that one? They put themselves in that danger by being somewhere in our country on our sidewalks. See, like, you're just giving into your own bullshit now. Like, you're like trying to prove how ridiculous your own arguments here are with a bullshit argument. And it's like the card will slowly start to crumble here. One was a woman, a mother, and 2 of the 3 shots that hit her came through the side window. So don't even say that she was like pulling at them. And the other one was a VA nurse helping our soldiers that come back from overseas with broken brains for defending our oil and glory. Yeah, they definitely put themselves in that one. Don't go kicking out taillights of ice agent car. Hey, I can go kick any fucking taillight out of anything I want right now. Do you know what it does not give anybody the right to do? Shoot me. So if you had kicked out Hitler's fucking taillight, right? And then the SS came after you, right? Like, did you put yourself in that situation, or were the Nazis just so awful that they didn't have to do that? And then you will be arrested. But if you act more aggressive, so what do you mean aggressive with a firearm? You mean like where they had taken it off of him, like two members of the border patrol had like disarmed him and had taken the gun off of his waist and then shot him? Do you mean like that? Because that's what every video shows, actually. So that's pretty fucking crazy. You mean the ICE agents that were led by the lady that shot her puppy in the face? Like, I don't know, man. I could be smoking crack with a 6-year-old right now talking about Noah's Ark, and this conversation would make way more fucking sense. No, the firearm has nothing to do with anything, also, by the way, because Second fucking Amendment, the right to bear arms against our fucking treasonous government, which seems to me like having a bunch of your own fucking militarized police out, who most of them are fucking mad they can't like quit because now then they owe Trump $50,000. How many of these ICE agents signed up for the $50K signing bonus and then tried to leave and had to give the money back? Yeah, vandalism doesn't equal death. Nothing should equal death unless it's a capital crime, right? And then you also need to be judged by a group of your peers. Same way like that guy that threw the fucking sandwich didn't get in any trouble, did he? No, the Second Amendment gives me the ability to fight back against a tyrannical government. Kicking out the taillights is not the same thing, friend. You are running out of your own points. And maybe if you say enough dumb things, you'll come around on my point. I think I am a buffalo kind of MAGA. But you know what? Like, you got to shame them. You have to shame them. Like Cersei Lannister, sometimes they need to walk naked through the town and you need to just laugh and be like, nope, told you, no fucking clothes on this guy. The Emperor ain't got no fucking clothes. Nor sight, nor sound, nor thread abound. But it's all right, because like maybe this man likes to get lied to. Maybe this man likes to get fucked in front of his wife. Maybe this man, instead of being the cock, is getting cocked. I don't know. We don't have a tyrannical government today. I think the protester who got shot while helping a woman who got pushed over by an ICE agent had his rights diminished by ending his life. That's pretty fucking simple. Am I blocked? You're not blocked, are you? Not you. Show Finney he has good arguments. They don't deserve to see Finley. I think that would be too much joy for someone with such sad takes. No. So are you telling me that every Republican senator, right, that gets pulled out of a truck stop bathroom for tapping his feet on the ground and trying to suck some dick while doing some meth off of some hooker, that resists arrest, that doesn't get murdered, right? The next time someone of a person of color resists arrest and gets shot, then you're going to say, no, nope. Like, you can't have it both ways, friend. There are tons of people that put themselves in danger by resisting arrest. There are Republican senators all the time getting caught doing sketchy shit, right? And they'll say, well, you should have just gone with the arrest. Should have just gone with the arrest. Motherfucker, you resisted arrest. And the only reason you did it is because you knew you were white. And the chances of you getting shot, not very good. It is a theater. No, nope. Let me see here. Republican senator, Republican senator caught in truck stop. You are most likely thinking of Minnesota Republican State Senator John Urquhart, who was arrested in a prostitution sting operated in March 2025 after agreeing to meet a detective who was posing as a minor. The setup, the arrest, the 40-year-old lawmaker arrived in a pickup at the meeting location where he was. Oh, this one was said without incident. Sorry, wrong guy. Wrong guy. Truck stop, resist arrest.
The details of a Republican senator getting caught are likely refer to two separate high-profile incidents involving Republican senators, though neither feature the exact combination of truck stop and resisting. Okay, just read that one. Where's the other one? Larry Craig was arrested by an undercover police officer in a men's restroom sting operation at a St. Paul International Airport. While this is frequent truck stop sting, he was at the airport, resisted arrest. He did fucking Larry Craig. Also, can I ask one question? Like, can we get off on a different thing here? Barney Frank, right? Like Barney Frank, right? Didn't he get caught like diddling some kids? And then they're just like being like, oh my God, Barney Frank died yesterday. Hakeem Jeffries does fucking nothing. He's useless. He's fucking useless. You're not proving your point. I hate all of them. You're throwing Democrats at me because I'm throwing your brain for such a loop that I cannot like both of them, that you default to me liking Democrats. Nope. They fucking suck. Like, I don't get what you're saying. Why do you think I would like Hakeem Jeffries? No, I'm not a libertarian because I don't want to go 27 miles off the fucking coast so I can have a 13-year-old have the age of consent be non-existent. Nope. I'm not a Gary Johnson. I do know where Aleppo is. Wild. I don't know if you know what you are, friend. Maybe quit putting fucking classifications on everything and just believe what you believe and have the ability to say it with your whole chest. No! I'm a common sense, fiscally conservative person who believes you should be able to do whatever the fuck you want to do in your bedroom because I don't give a fuck what you do. Don't give a fuck what I do. Right? I'm not going to go into someone's stream and tell them to cut their fucking hair and shave their beard. People do that shit to me all the time. I am not that type of dude, right? I'm fiscally conservative. Yes, I would rather not spend $100 billion blowing up Iran and not having regime change, spending an entire year's worth of teachers' salaries and groceries for the year to blow up to blow up one drone. We're spending $4 million to shoot one $30,000 drone. I don't know if you know what fucking conservative is, buddy. Don't say, oh, that's good. You don't have a fucking clue what you're talking about. I'm just saying. Okay, we can agree on that. I'm sorry I'm getting a little zesty here, but brother, you have not heard the words that are coming out of my mouth. You have listened to talking points that other people argue with you about, and you're giving me the same responses like I said, those talking points. However, I didn't. So I need something to reciprocate. I do, my dude. No hate. Yeah, I'm not even like, I'm enjoying this conversation. Whether or not people believe this or not, I am enjoying this. I love debating people. Yes, exactly. Because you know what? There's probably something that we do agree on, right? Even if it's not foreign intervention or this and that, like we could come to one policy agreement. Like if you want universal gun rights, I want universal health care. Because you know who doesn't shoot up people? Happy, healthy people. You know who's happy and healthy? People who don't walk out of the doctor $30,000 in debt. That's my thought, right? Like I'm for guns. I got a SIG P320 M18 right there. I've got airsoft Glock frames right there. Like I'm for it, right? I have the same gun Alex Petty had when he got shot. But yeah, it was a huge one. And the only reason I'm even more upset about it being a huge one is like, he just lies. He just lies. And now I have a 13-year-old, and if we get wrapped up in another forever war, like I've already had one friend go to Israel and lose a foot already. It's like, I'm not sending my son to die for Benjamin Netanyahu. Not a chance. Still haven't heard a deep breath? How's that? I even paused. I did a 3 count in between. Had the kid fuck the war. Yeah. I told him if he even gets close. My dad said this thing. He's like, well, the war will probably be over in 4 years. And I'm like, 4 years, bro? 4 years? Heck yeah, friend. I appreciate it. And this has been one of the better back and forths I've had with somebody in a while. So I needed that. I do like it. Like I said, I should have been a lawyer or something. You're the man. Thanks for breathing. Hey, of course. And thank you for reminding me to breathe. And like I said, I'm glad that this took a turn. Anyway, let's what do you guys do for fun? Ominous. What do you do for hobbies, man? Like, what do you do? I'd hire you as a lawyer. Heck yeah, friend. We could use Finley as a lawyer. Calling devil, but didn't you sacrifice your subscriber before that or not? No, I've definitely never sacrificed any of my subscribers. I'm trying to get subscribers for my cult. Did you get the D? Yeah, someone said that earlier, actually. I fish a lot, my dude. Nice. I live in a place where, like, lots of fishing around here. We have, like, a huge largemouth bass population where I'm from. Watch YouTube. I do watch a lot of YouTube also. I hunt. As you can tell, I got some deer antlers out there. Ominous, if you're ever in Maine, dude, hit me up. Like, I'll take you fishing for sure. Like, no joke. Like, if you're ever around, we'll go fishing, friend, for sure. Like, I think that would actually just be low-key so funny. Like, I got a camp down here on a lake, dude. It's fucking great. No, I think we would. I think we'd probably come out fucking pals, too. Like, I am very to the left, right? But I'm also, like, I live in a, like, right-wing bastion. So it's like, I know where everyone's coming from. Like, I watch Tucker all the time. Like, I agree with Tucker on some things. Like, but it's like, I feel like you've got to know what side, like, everyone's coming from. But like I said, I hate both sides. I hate all of them. They all suck. But what do you have for, like, fish around where you're at? I've never been, like, deep sea fishing, even though we are right on the coast. But, like, the ocean kind of freaks me out. So if you live near the ocean, like, shit's a little spooky for me. Sides thing is a scam. Yeah, not everyone has the right answer, but together we can make it work. Yeah, exactly. Same like bass and catfish, stuff like that. So do you have the big fucking catfish that you like noodle for? Do you like live in the South? Like where in the South do you live? If you do, like even if you even live in America, I don't even know if you do. My sister just moved to Alabama. So like if you're anywhere near Alabama, I'll fucking hit you up when I come down and we'll go noodling. Actually, I would never stick my hand in a catfish mouth. I don't think I could do it. Good trout here. There's like you can get trout here too, actually. Wait. Yummy, 800 subscribers, Devil's Delight, worth nice sacrifice. What do you think, deal? What do I get for the 800 subscribers, though? I'm trying to start a cult here, man. Dude, my best friend lives in Oklahoma. Like, lives in Oklahoma. For sure. He lives right next to the Pioneer Woman town. Wherever the fucking Pioneer Woman... No, I don't want Promised Land. No. Next thing you know, I'm going to be the next Israel. I'm in Canada. I know you're in Canada. You already got a member for life. Heck yeah, friend. I know you guys have... Some of you guys have been here for a little bit. When I come to Oklahoma to visit my friend, I'm fucking getting a hold of you. I'm going to make a community post. And I'm going to find you. And I'll bring my friend. Yeah, but anyway, if you live anywhere near the Pioneer Woman town... I've never actually met anyone on from online. I've played RuneScape for like 11 years. Never met anyone. I've been deep sea fishing. I thought the Leviathan was gonna eat the boat. I caught a lionfish and got seasick. Yeah, that sounds like about what would happen to me. You've never fished and you live in Canada? Like not even ice fishing. I will say that optimistic taco truck. I like that. I went deep sea fishing and it sucked. Yeah. Interesting. If you do come up if you do come up, Shadows, you should come up during winter so you can go ice fishing. I don't know if you guys have kind of get a winter. Like, I know Gamer tells me about shit like getting like snow and stuff there, like sleet and shit, but like all I did was get sick. I want to make a shirt for my friend who lost his foot that said I went to Israel and all I did was lose my foot and get this stupid shirt. Yeah, our winters suck here. Lots of wind. Yeah, I moved from like the very northern tip of the state, like way, way up top. And every year the Weather Channel does like a countdown of shittiest weather in the country. And like it would regularly be in the top 3. East Coast all the time. Heck yeah, I'm very East Coast. Like, are you like New Brunswick East Coast or like when hits us early summer? It was 85 degrees 3 days ago and now it's back to 60. Like it was 85 for 2 days and then just dropped. It went from 60 to 85 back to 60. New Brunswick, yes, sir. Fuck yeah, friend. We neighbors. We be neighbors. Have you ever been to St. Stephen? A&W over there? Gong's Chocolate? Any of these ringing a bell? You should do something like I'm American, but my foot has dual citizenship. I know, right? My sister lived over there for a couple years, but her husband was the like head chemical engineer at a mill. Although I can't shake your hand through the internet. Heck yeah, friend. I appreciate you. Like I said, I think that this will be a blossoming like a buddy ship. We'll call it that. We'll keep it that for now. But yeah, man, I'm into all kinds of shit. Like if you have something cool to share too, like share it. Like we never have to talk politics again. Enemies to lovers. Yeah, exactly. And like that's the thing is like I like being friends with everybody. I grew up in Federer. Dude, we went to the aquatic center in St. Andrews and currently live on the Mirror Machine. Dude, so I'm pretty sure I have a friend that lives. Is that a Grateful Dead poster? Buddy, I have 2 Grateful Dead tattoos. Bertha there. I have a Grateful Dead guitar right there. And if you want to see the trifecta, Bertha up there. Freaking epic. See, yeah, there we go, dude. We can bond on the dead. Do you like 3D printing? Like, do you like lasers? I got fucking lasers. If you guys ever want custom shirts, anything. I mean, I like trains, more of a planes kind of guy. I'm just gonna throw it out there. This fucking board just stopped. Whoa, my pop socket doesn't like to fucking stay on my phone though. That's fucked up. This board doesn't seem to be burning very well right now though. I had to clean some of the soot out of here, I guess. You had one fucking job, board, to burn. Oh yeah, did I tell you guys there's a dead hummingbird upstairs? I gleeked everywhere. 3D is fun. Yeah, I've got 3 3D printers. I've also got an Xtool M1. That board is fire. Yeah, dude. She's charcoal at the moment. But let me see here. So yeah, I got this sucker right here. This is an Xtool M1 Ultra. And this is the laser, but this also pops off. So there's like different carriages you can put in it. And it came with all 4 of them, but it has an inkjet printer, a blade cutter. It has a plotter so it can draw pictures. It does all kinds of crazy shit. So that's pretty sick. And then over there, I have a Creality A1 Falcon laser. That's pretty sick. But I've been using this because I don't know if I've talked much about it at the moment, but my friend and I are starting a leather goods business, right? Called Spruce and Ledge. And here's some of the like designs. Like I have these on shirts. These are all like shirt designs that I've come up with, like a tarot card inspired one. But let me show you some of the like wallets and shit that we've done. I made a couple of them up here. This is one I just did the other day. This is just like a little card holder wallet, but it's all like genuine good leather. I'll sub to you. I found a bunch of guys from New Brunswick streaming. Heck yeah, friend. I would like like I said, I'm definitely not that far, and like I would like to do like I'd like to meet up with some people and do some fun stuff, dude. Not to be like not to sound like a creep, but like in the different light makes like different parts of it kind of show up. We have these on notebook covers too, but I just figuring out how to make mag safe in it. Leather goods are always awesome. Yeah, and like I've always played baseball, right? Like so I never realized how much I loved the smell of leather, but then I just started fucking making shit with leather. Actually, I think they're all over here. Oh yeah, yeah. So we got this is another wallet I made. This is like I don't know if you've heard of LL Bean, but bean boots are like a big thing in Maine, and this is made out of the exact leather that bean boots are made out of. This is the first one I made. This is one my friend Tommy made. That's got some cool stuff on the inside. Here's another one Tommy made. This is a little like money envelope I made. This was just fucking around to see what I could come up with. It's just like pretty simple, but I'd like to figure out something to do with it. Yeah, we got I also got some like custom made holsters, stuff like that. I got this to start binding books. I'd like to rebind some books. Don't mind the color scheme. I just ran out of filament. There's a little card shop in town. This is one that's like a bigger version of that tarot card, and you can kind of see it a little bit better, like in the light, maybe. Oh yeah. So in the light, it almost looks like two different fucking images, right? This is an owl bear, but this is probably the coolest one that I've done. Like this one looks so good in the light. Like I just can't even. But yeah, spruce and ledge. I'm currently working on the website right now. But yeah, these are all small batch, handmade. So yeah, but like literally, I've got a t-shirt press and like been making like custom things. Like someone literally came in here the other day and was like, "Hey man, my key ring, my belt loop thing just broke. Key ring for a belt loop. I don't know how the fuck he said it. And he's like, "Could you make me another one?" And I just fucking derped around and just made some. So like even little stuff like this, just if you guys ever want anything, yeah, dude. No, and like I said, man, and I know that we probably like. Oh, also, let me show you one thing. Like, this is no offense to Charlie Kirk. I'm gonna throw this out there, right? This is just more making like a meme of the whole like just how ridiculous the bullets and everything were, right? Like the shit on there. But look how shiny my friend got this knife. It's way dirtier than it was before. Like it's actually incredibly dirty. I gotta clean it. I have some fucking jeweler's rouge, but I did write "Hey fascist" catch on it. And like I said, no offense to Charlie Kirk. Like I said, I don't agree with what he said, but I don't think that anything like that should have happened to him. I also had this funny thought. Like, you hear me out on this. You know how one of the bullets said, "If you read this, bullet, you're gay." LMAO. Imagine you make a comedy skit of being the cop that found this bullet. And then everywhere he goes, all he sees now is wieners. His wife makes him dinner and it's like Brussels sprouts and hot dogs or just something ridiculous. And like the entire rest of the skit is just this cop like trying to figure out whether he's gay or not and fighting off these urges to like be like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Dude, if you sneezed there, you would have lost an arm. I know. I know. I got some dry skin on my knuckles, though. Yeah. Like I said, I just thought that that would be funny. Everyone's like, "Hey, John, everything all right over there?" And he's like reading the bullet and he's like, "If you read this, you're gay." And he's like, "Fuck, I read it." And he's like, "A curse." Like the black man, not the black man's, yikes. Dead man's curse or whatever. Oh, here's the other keychain. And I don't know why this one, but like I lasered on this and the like engraving kind of came out blue, which like I don't really understand. I don't know. Shit be crazy. But yeah, I always thought that that would be like a funny skit. I 3D printed the shoe a while ago. I got to 3D print the other one though. But yeah, if you guys ever had any funny ideas for shirts, like I said, they don't have to be. Thank you, I appreciate it. Is it good enough to get a thumbs up? Like I said, we're trying to get 1,000 subs here. I just left my job 4 weeks ago. We're actually about to start the 4th week of not being at UPS. And I've got like 6 more days before my buyout check clears. So like your boy be really running low on the funds at the moment. So that's fun. Mm-hmm. But I'm also mad at my bank for that. I did tell my bank, well, not the bank I use anymore, but I was like, I don't always go for a run, but when I do, it's usually a run on a bank. Just leave them shoes somewhere with footprints and confuse everything. Yeah, I think Wizard liked my comment. I do like your comment. Did you comment on one of my posts? Barbados? Barbados? I need to check my mycelium. See if my mycelium is starting to fucking colonize. Because only one of my grain bags was, and I think I started them. You didn't read it out? Where was your comment? It's fucking way back here, brother. Where the fuck was your last comment? Bro, you ain't said nothing for a fucking minute. You haven't said anything for days. Wizard liked my comment. You didn't read it up. What are you talking about? Yeah, I live in a van and wash dishes every day. You're killing it. Brother, I fucking don't live in a van and I don't wash my dishes every day, and I fucking should. I am so bad at dishes. I will say I grew up as a... Oh, I did mute myself. Whoopsie. Dude, I'm bad at dishes, dude. Dude, dishes suck. Dishes suck a lot. Thank you guys for letting me know. I don't see any fucking mycelium on that one. Oh, yeah, I see some fucking clusters right there, though. Oh, yeah, this one's starting to take off. Mush those and spread those out. All right, cool. All right, throw those back in there. Let's see. A minute. I just like broke up the clusters of the stuff that I did have, but like if it'll fucking focus. So like fuck. It's starting to colonize here. Like there's some white chunks in there somewhere. Oh, right here's another big white chunk. But it told me to break it up and try to get it through the grain bag. But it's like, I think the temperature in here was too low when I started. Because can't you just grow them in wet dirt? So what I do is I take these and then I have a mono tub, which I will take the colonized like grain and I will put it on the substrate and then it will colonize that entire patty essentially like in the mono tub. But I had 2 grain bags that like when I was breaking the spores up, I don't think that they broke up in the syringe very well. And I think I zooted all of it in one bag. Unfortunately, this is the first time I've like grown them like this. But yeah, you can. Oh, my comments are delaying. You said dead man's curse. Yes, I did say that. I said that a little bit ago, but yeah, you're right. You're right, friend. I cast manual breathing. Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt. Take some out. What do you mean take some out? Like of the spores? Well, I need to wait for that entire pot to be like yeah, and you mean like Abyss, like the rune crafter, right? Like the guy who played RuneScape and only did rune crafting? Lake of Fire, like the Nirvana song. Don't spam it. Dude, if you're talking about what I'm thinking about, we have more in common than I thought. Heck yeah, friend. Did the Grateful Dead give it away? Oh my god, I gotta blow my nose so bad. Ew, I just saw something come out of my nose. Yuck. Oh my lord. Deliver your truth. Hi, man. Yo, what's going on, friend? Hope all is well. Oh my god, I gotta blow my nose so bad. It's gonna drive me nuts. Oh, ew. Don't look at my nose. Ew. Ew. What the fuck? I need a tissue. Oh my god. Call of Cthulhu. Okay, I'm gonna not look at myself for a second. Oh, yeah. Woo, buddy. Oh my god, I can see that booger from here. Wait, where'd it go? Dude, look at that booger. Yipes. That was rough, friends. Dude, sick mono wheel. Yeah, dude, I fucking love that sucker. Dude, my fucking nose. Oh my god, get that out of here, friend. I'm gonna wipe this on my fucking girlfriend's jumpsuit. Don't tell her. Not my jumpsuit. Yeah, I crashed that fucking thing going 26 miles an hour. I had groceries in a bag, right? And I was fucking going. And usually it'll give you like some haptic feedback, like push back a little bit. Nope. Nose fucking plummeted. My groceries went everywhere. My bread fell out of the grocery bag, but also fell out of the bread bag. It was from Deep Politics to the biggest booger, pretty much. No, yeah, in the same stream, but I've blown like I felt my nose dilate and then give birth one time. Like I felt this booger come all the way through my sinuses, like all the way through my head. Like there's pictures of me, my fucking face is just swollen up. Not a good time in my life. Like the apartment I used to live in had some fucking dirt dander issues. Like I actually woke my child up after I fucking got it out and was like, bro, look at this thing. Oh no. Were they green or were they purple grapes? I have like a big problem with anytime if I get something that like bugs me, like a scratch in my ear or something like that, I will just dig and dig and dig. So like anytime I get a booger or something, like I need to blast it out of my head. Drives me nuts. Drives me nuts. Purple? See, I like both grapes, I guess, but I'm more of a green grapes fan. Have you tried grapes with Kool-Aid on them? Is it Kool-Aid? You're talking about the other grape bag? Oh, like the coin purse? Because yikes, friend, that would be awful. I worked with a guy at UPS that got his ding-dong bit by a dog, lost a testicle, took them to court, got it a settlement, and then his wife divorced him like the next week after the settlement went through. Like a snot rocket. Yep, like a snot rocket straight from the gods. Damn. Yeah, dude, damn be right. My mom used to like measure my head and shit because she thought the doctors thought I had water on the brain as a child. So like that's probably why I pick at myself so much. But like that's why I could never be a tweaker because I'd had so many goddamn like open wounds and shit just like digging at myself. Not that there's anything against tweaking. I have nothing against people, whatever they're going to do. Like I said, not my water on the brain. Yeah, my head was incredibly large for a child. I thought my head was swollen. You can't be a tweaker because you're crazy enough. Yeah, you're right. Hunter Thompson used to have Hunter Thompson has a quote that's like, if you're going to be crazy, you got to get paid for it or you're going to get arrested. So that's why someone gave me $100 donation like 2 weeks ago. So I've been really riding off that I got paid for YouTube for a bit so I don't get arrested again or ever because I've never been arrested. Never even been in the back of a cop car. Hunter Thompson is like my go-to if I'm ever having like a bad moment. Like Hunter Thompson is my favorite. That explains Fox News. What do you mean that explains Fox News? Because the Hunter Thompson thing? I don't know what you mean. And the shark, baby, great shark hunt. What is it? The one quote that's like, I don't take, I never found much, something getting heavy with stupid people and Jesus freaks. Because I know that they shall inherit the earth, but I know that I shall not either. If you're not going to be crazy, yeah, get paid for it. Yep. Jesus freaks and stupid people. I don't feel like getting heavy with Jesus freaks and stupid. I can't remember. Anyway, this is the one that got me through some like depressing times. Oh yeah, right here. Fuck you and your Goodreads. I've never seen too much point in getting heavy with stupid people or Jesus freaks, just as long as they don't bother me. In a world as weird and cruel as this one we have made for ourselves, I figure anybody who can find peace and personal happiness without ripping off somebody else deserves to be left alone. They will not inherit the earth, but then neither will I. And I have learned to live, as it were, with the idea that I will never find peace and happiness either. But as long as I know that there's a pretty good chance I can get my hands on either one of them every once in a while, I do the best I can between high spots. That's like my favorite one. Like, that's a good one. I have been to Kennebunkport. I have been. Have you ever been to Mattamuscontis, Mattawamkeag, Whittapitlock, Sagadahoc? What other weird Maine towns are there? Androscoggin, that's a weird one. That's pretty good. I love good quotes. Yeah, see, I'm big lyrically, like in music stuff. That's why I like a lot of why can I not think of who wrote like Box of Rain and stuff like that? Wait a minute. Wrote for the Dead. Hunter? Why do I want to say Hunter too, but I don't know if it is. Oh shit. Whoopsie. Whoopsie caboose. Who wrote for the Dead? Who wrote for the Dead? That'll come up with something, I'm sure. Robert Hunter. So it was Hunter. Yeah. I like a lot of Robert Hunter's stuff. I gotta get my AC fixed again, so in a minute I'll have to drop out. But love you, brother. You're the human equivalent of a coffee morning. Heck yeah, friend. I appreciate every time I see not you popping in here. Every time. And I thought we had weird names for time. Yeah. Yeah. Whittapitlock. Whittapitlock. List of weird. The lake that I grew up on was Moonshine. List of Maine weird town names. All right, the world tour of towns. That's not what I want. Medibemps. Medibemps is a weird one, I guess, which is not that one. Mattawamkeag. Moose Look Maguntic. Moose Look Maguntic. What the fuck is that? Punky Doodle's Corner in Ontario. That's a thing too. How's the weather in Utah country? I don't know what the weather's like in Utah right now. Good news, I just strolled through YouTube lives and you're not the biggest loser. Fuck yeah, dude. Another day in the victory book. I didn't say that very well. Another day in the history books. Record book? I don't really know. Gibberish? Yeah, it is kind of gibberish. Pass a dumb keg. Yeah, Punky Doodles sounds made up. Like, at least, like, moose look maguntic. I think my brain just fired. Every synapse is like, farthest north I've been is Wisconsin. So, like, let me see on a map of the U.S. here. USA map. Wisconsin's pretty far north, though. Like, so, like, look, Wisconsin is right here, right? And if you go over to Maine, we're kind of on a similar, oh, fucking A. We're kind of on a similar area. Like, I live around here, right? I used to live right here. I used to live right there in the fucking Arctic. And like, look how much higher that shit is than Wisconsin. Like, not like Wisconsin gets some winter for sure, but like Maine is just like, hold my fucking IPA, bro. Nah, pass this dumb guy a keg. Pass a dumb keg. Yep. When are you guys gonna buy Greenland? I'm not sure. Didn't realize New York was that far north. Yep. Yep. But like I'm way further north than that even. I like I said, we would go from up here every Thursday. We would come to Mass, right? And then we would go to Virginia and like play baseball here. I had people in Connecticut being like, "Oh my god, I've got," or no, it was in North Carolina, and they're like, "Oh, I have cousins in Connecticut." And I'm like, "Okay, bro, you're 14 fucking hours away, my guy." I was like, "Okay." I went as far as Beloit, Wisconsin. Wisconsin? I'd like to go to Wisconsin though. But hopefully soon though. We just sent the fucking governor of Louisiana or some bullshit there, and he was offering to like bring kids back for cookies. He's like, if you guys are ever in Louisiana, come by the governor's house and I'll give y'all a cookie. And he's like, bro, this man is a fucking pedophile. What the fuck? It's like all these old creepy motherfuckers. I did have a weird childhood. I really did. It's pretty cool there. Definitely get me some cheese. Soon go there. Yeah, I actually took a picture of my cat Luigi, and I put a cheese hat on him one time at Karen Bass. Nah, I don't think I am. I don't think I am. Don't trust those cookies. That's epic. Yep. I had like 4 channels as a child, and 2 of them were Canadian. Like, my parents sat me down, and like Mainers don't say the letter R anyway. But like, I didn't say it for like the first 4 years of school. I had to go to speech therapy. But my parents did tell me, they like sat me down one day, like, you got to quit saying A. Like, you're not Canadian, so cut it out. I went away to college. What did everybody call me? Canada Andy. Priceless, right? But you know who's got 2 thumbs and is fucking hungry and shit for some corned beef hash? This guy. So I think I might go make some breakfast now that it is 8 o'clock in the morning and socially acceptable to be awake. Yep. So I don't know if you guys are going to be around here later to do some more shit. How far is Chicago to New York? Let me see. Chicago to New York. Probably on a flight, not very long. It only takes an hour and a half flight from where I was to get to New York. 2 hour and 20 minutes by flight. I assume you mean driving though? Like, we'll just throw driving in there just because of like. $12 hours, 790 miles. Not bad, honestly. And it's just like a straight shot. But you got to go the entire way across Pennsylvania, which be slow as fuck. Corned beef hash low-key looks like dog food. It does low-key look like dog food. But you know what? I got that dog in me. Yep. And I look a little cross-eyed right there. I'm just so curious. Which card did you like more from Fear and Loathing, the shark or the caddy? I mean, I like the caddy a lot. I think that's just fucking sick. The one where they're going through and then they get there and they pop open their fucking briefcase full of all the goodies. I also just like the last scene where he's talking about tune in dropout guy, Timothy Leary. He's just talking about how they like gave all these people like a fake idea of what everything was like, and I don't know, just crazy. That's the craziest side of the country. I'm in London, England, bud. That's crazy. The size of your country. I'm in London, England. Okay, so yeah, you're in. So yeah, I'm gonna mention this RuneScape. RuneScape's from over that side of the pond. One of my friends is over there right now. But yeah, America is fucking long. But do you know the coast of Maine? Like Maine's coastline? Maine has the longest coastline of any state. So if you were to take all these little inlets and channels and all these little things and you were to stretch them out in a straight line, it would go from Maine to California. And there it is, the RuneScape mention. You're right. I thought Professor Oak would pop up because he always does when I say it. So, but yeah, I'm going to go get some breakfast. I hope you guys are all around a little later. I hope you guys stop back by again consistently. I'm going to, yeah, it is mental. And like I said, Maine is fucking cool. Like, that's why our company is called Spruce and Ledge, because like there's granite cliffs with just trees just out on them. Like just out on this like shore, like a tree should never be there, but it's just hanging on to life. So, but yeah, speaking of mental, I'm going to go mentally fill my face full of corned beef hash and maybe a Rice Krispie treat breakfast sandwich. Not a Rice Krispie treat breakfast sandwich, a Rice Krispie treat ice cream sandwich. Holy shit. Yeah. Probably not going to get any sleep. It's first thing in the day. Yeah, dude. You too, man. I'm so glad that we had that argument because it's like, it's just turned into something great. So, like, sometimes you stub your toe and then you have a baby. That's what happened to my mom. And here I am. So, good stuff. All right. Peace, love, applesauce. I'll be back in a little while. We'll do some more funny shit. I got to move the RV